guys, so this is a little bit of a different video than I normally do. I never thought I'd have to do a video like this, but I thought that I should, just because then you know what is kind of going on. As some of you know, there is something that's happened in my life, and some of you don't know, and most of you don't even know what's going on. I've told a couple people what's exactly going on, but and my family knows, but a lot of you do not. So I had recorded 2 videos with this condition that I have, and so I thought that I should explain what's going on so you guys don't be like, well, she looks a little different. So with that being said, I have Bell's palsy. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like cerebral palsy, but of the face. And what happens is your facial nerves get damaged, or an infection could happen. They quite don't know what causes everything. I had to do research on it because my doctor did not give me very much information on it. I had done research prior to going to the doctor. But something with the facial nerve gets damaged and your face becomes paralyzed. So for me, it's my right face, my right side, and most of you, if you know what I normally look like, which most of you do, know exactly what side it's on, because something's just not quite right over in my face. So Monday morning comes around and I get up and it's just a normal Monday morning, and I'm doing my normal Monday things. I am doing my dishes, and then I come in here and I'm gonna get ready because I want to film some videos I had for you guys, which was a Dollar Tree haul and a review, I do believe. So I come in here and I brush my teeth, and I notice when I'm brushing my teeth, I have like this little fountain of water coming out my right side. It's like I can't keep water in my mouth. I just brush it off because I don't feel out of the normal. Everything feels fine, and I just brush it off. So I go back out into the living room, and I think I was uploading a video at the time. And I went to go check on that, and I do some more work around the house, sweeping and stuff, and I come back in here and my eye's bloodshot. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. So I put drops in my eyes, and I'm finishing getting my makeup ready. Now, I don't notice anything until I get to my foundation. And I'm putting on my foundation, and I put my lips to the side like this. Now, I'm trying to press them closed, but they go to the side. And I'm like, well, what's going on? I instantly freak out. It's weird. I notice my smile is off, as you guys can see here. I start noticing these things, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on with me? So I do some research, and one of the things that came up was a stroke. And I'm like, oh my god, I had a stroke in my sleep, because like I said, I just woke up this way. This is just what happened. And I'm like, oh my god, I had a stroke. Well, next thing that came up was Bell's palsy, and I've never heard of Bell's palsy at all. And so I kind of look into that, and it's drooping of one side. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of drooping on my right side. We'll get into all the symptoms that come with Bell's palsy in a minute. But anyways, I had some kind of their symptoms, and I just kind of brushed it off, and I'm like, oh my god, if I don't get better in the morning, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor, because the back of my neck was a little sore because I had slept with curlers in my hair the previous night. And I mean, when you sleep on something, obviously your neck's going to hurt. You sleep the wrong way, it's going to hurt. So anyways, I thought I just had slept on my neck wrong, and everything was going to be better in the morning. Well, Tuesday morning comes along, and my mom's supposed to be here, so that way we can have a mother-daughter day and go hang out and do some shopping and all kind of fun sorts, right? Tuesday morning, I am looking up more symptoms of what I have. Nothing has changed, but nothing has gotten better. And I come across a YouTube channel with a guy that had Bell's palsy. Now, his face was a lot more distorted than what mine is, because if I'm not talking or smiling, you really don't know that anything is wrong. And normally with Bell's palsy, your lip would droop to the side like this. You know, some people's lips are kind of like that. So I'm just like thinking, well, you know, I must have a mild case of it or whatnot. And I kept watching videos, and I come across another girl that had it. And she looked completely normal, but you can tell she had it by just when she would explain she can't do this, she can't do that. So instantly in my head it was like, I have that. And so I called my mom and I told her I think I have Bell's palsy, and when you get here we need to go to the doctor. So I go to the doctor and they do a whole bunch of tests on me. They test, I'm showing her everything I can't do on my face, and she tests also for a stroke, and everything was fine except it's just in my face. Everything else looked normal. So she goes away and I'm like, oh, you know, that can't be a good sign. I don't have insurance. I can't pay for anything. What's gonna happen to me? So she comes back in and she looks at my ear one more time. This ear. And she goes, well, I think you have a little bit of Bell's palsy. And I already knew I had that. And I said, okay, you know, basically I just needed a doctor to confirm and to take action on this, because if you do not catch Bell's palsy within 3 days, you have a slimmer chance of getting better. So anyways, she had given me a steroid. I'm on a steroid right now, and I think it's called Parasone, I don't know these words, but anyways, it's a steroid. I have to take my steroids, I have to take 6 of them a day in the morning, and then after 5 days I decrease it by 1 pill a day for 5 more days. Then I also have to take an antiviral medication. I also have some TheraTears. These are artificial tears for this eye. If you notice throughout this video when I'm talking that it doesn't close all the way. And I have these tears so that way my eye doesn't dry out. So that's what's been going on with me. So now let's talk about what the symptoms come with Bell's palsy. I didn't know I was getting Bell's palsy at all because, like I said, I didn't know I had it. But a week, 2 weeks before I got Bell's palsy, my eye started twitching here in the corner. Nothing out of the ordinary. My eyes always twitch all the time, especially this eye because that's the eye that I had, that thing in my eye, you know. So, nothing out of the ordinary. The next week, it's up here. And I've never had it twitching up there. And I do believe these were my warning signs that I was getting it. That something in that nerve was going out, or infected, or whatever causes this. And so I just ignored that too because it went away in 3 days. Then next thing you know, my tongue, it felt numb, like as you're getting out of the dentist and it's coming unnumb. It has that tingling, hurting feeling. But then it also felt like I burnt my tongue. So I'm like, I just burnt my tongue, no big problem, you know. That was 4 days before this happened. The next day I woke up like this. So you know, there was my warning signs. I just chose to not take action. I was going to take action on the tongue being numb because I was going to wait a couple more days and go, because I had read that numb tongue is nerve damage. So here we all are back again with the nerve damage which caused the paralyzation on my face. So those were my warning signs. Now the things that I cannot do. As you see, it looks like I have Botox in this eye because this eye droops. I don't have Botox in that eye. It's just the side effect of the Bell's palsy. And as you see, when I lift my eyebrows, this one lifts, but it doesn't go as high. So that's what makes me think I have a mild case of this, because all my muscles that you'll see here as I'm showing you everything is, there's still a little bit of movement. And when I watched videos, a lot of people didn't have movement in this side of the face. So, I mean, it moves a little bit, and I don't know how it's catching up on camera, but it does move a little bit. But as you can see, there's definitely a difference there. Another thing, my eye. It doesn't close all the way. And I can't feel anything on this side. When I close like this, it sure is closed, but you can see the difference there. And I can't feel that I'm squinching my eye on this side. So there's another thing. And it doesn't close. So, you know, when I wash my face, I get water and soap in my eye. So that's another thing I have to take in consideration when washing my face. That maybe I have to wash this side and then hold this eye down and wash this side. Another thing is my nose. I cannot crinkle one side of my nose. As you see, it goes a little bit, but it doesn't go much. That side is just kind of dead. And another thing, I can flare out my nostrils pretty good on a regular basis, like if I'm, you know, my normal face. But this one does not move. It moves a tad bit, but it's just not there. And the most noticeable one, because sometimes people's eyes don't close all the way, and I think that's called like ptosis or something like that, where your eye doesn't shut all the way. So some people do have that, but another noticeable effect that's really noticeable, and I think that really kind of seals the deal, is the mouth. It tugs to one side. As you can see, when I smile, that most of my teeth show on that side. And that's how I knew something was wrong, is when I was smiling, because my smile isn't usually that crooked. It does pull on a normally to one side, but not as bad as it does here. And as you can see, this comes up because there's just no muscle movement. I can't whistle. As you can see, one side does form the O for a whistle, but one side doesn't. Putting on my lipstick that I put on today was harder than you think. I cannot rub my lips together. I try to, but as you see, I have difficulty doing it. I cannot drink through a straw. If I put it onto the left side of my face, I can drink through a straw, but if I put it here, I have a hard time. Same with the water bottle. I have to really put this top lip into the water bottle to drink, or else I'm gonna make a mess. Eating out of a spoon is terribly difficult as well, because I can't put my lip around that. And as you see here, this is tight, this isn't. So, another thing, I can't do this on my right side. That is no problem. This, I can barely do it. I have difficulty doing that. Raising the lips, I can do it like that easily. Get the Elvis lip in there, but this side, nothing. I mean, nothing happens, and I'm trying really hard to put that up there, but it just doesn't do anything. So, if you have these symptoms at all, please go to the doctor right away. The first time that you feel any of this paralysis in this face, you better go, because, you know, one, it could be a stroke, two, it can be Bell's palsy. There's a type of stroke that mimics Bell's palsy, so, you know, it could be either or. I'm sure there's different signs with a stroke than there is with the Bell's palsy, but like I said, it kind of mimics it, and that's just all from reading, from research stuff. I don't typically like to Google things because it makes me freak out, but in this case, Google really helped me out. And along with the videos of everyone that's had Bell's palsy, because it gave me hope that I can recover from this, that I'm not going to be like this the whole time. So, on that note, I'm really trying to stay positive, and you know, I thank you all for the prayers that you have given me on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'm just trying to stay positive, because this could really depress somebody, and I could get into that depression. My mom is here right now with me. Like I said, we were supposed to have a mother-daughter day yesterday, and she said she's staying until Friday, so she'll be leaving me tomorrow, which I don't know when I'm going to have this video up. I'm going to try and get it up as soon as possible. So, you know, she's really kept my spirits up and going, so that's really helped me. But, you know, she's got to leave, because she finally goes back to work and next week, so that, you know, from her arm, she's finally healed from that. So, like I said, you know, this is what's happening to me. I wanted to do a video to show you guys that I am being brave, and I'm gonna beat this, and I'm gonna recover from it. And I also thought of doing videos on my progression. I don't know how long I'm gonna have this. They gave me 3 months until I have to go see a neurologist, because if it doesn't heal, then there's something probably really bad. And I'm hoping I heal from this, though. So, yeah, I want to do a progression, not just for you guys to see that I can recover from this, and you can too if you have it, but also to show myself that I'm recovering and kind of give myself a little hope. I did read that it can get worse before it gets better. So let's just hope that I'm actually getting better and not getting worse first. So anyways, if you guys can continue to pray for me, that would be the best thing in the world. I really need it now, and words of encouragement are always welcome. I just need that encouragement that, you know, Nicole, you're gonna be okay, and, you know, everything's gonna be fine, and you too shall get over this. I have gotten over everything that has ever happened to me, but this one here is the one that's really tearing me down. Just because my face, you know, I don't really want to go out in public like this, because I'm gonna, you know, if I smile at somebody, they're gonna be like, whoa, what's wrong with her? Because even that eye doesn't shut, you know, and this eye does, and, you know, there's just things on my face I notice, but I'm sure somebody else would notice. Yeah, very fortunate that it's mild case, and like I said, if anybody, I'm gonna repeat this again, if you have any tingling, numbness, or any signs like I had before this happened, go to the doctor right away, because you might catch it and you not have that nerve damage. Your tongue goes numb, it feels like it's burnt or it's numb, go into that doctor, because maybe they can catch it before you get to the paralysis stage of this thing. So anyways, guys, that's it. I just wanted to come on here and not get sympathy or anything like that. I just wanted to make people aware of this. I don't think it's a disease, but aware of this situation, if you will. You know, like if you had it and you're getting it and you don't know what's going on with you, you know, maybe it could help somebody who needs the help, because I didn't have the help. You know, I mean, I looked up YouTube videos, like I said, and that really helped me, because a lot of them recovered within a month's time. And, you know, there's some of them that didn't recover in a month's time. It took a little bit longer. But with my mild case of it, I think I'll be okay. So I'm just going to get a lot of rest and take my medicines and hope for the best. So anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and I love you all. Bye!